Happy Friday, everybody. I'm here to bring you our Friday freeze update. I think this is the first Friday I've done in a little while. I had my crop, I think a week ago, and last Friday we had to put our cat to sleep, so hang on, I'm going to move this cord, sorry. So it's been kind of a crazy, sorry about the bouncing, kind of crazy couple days. And now my dad's in the hospital, so he's doing very well, so don't worry, he should be good, but he's been in there for a few days and is probably going to be in there through the weekend. So yeah, it's been kind of nuts. I'm trying to do the 12 days of Christmas, but with all that going on, I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done. As far as the spending freeze goes, I'm doing great. Haven't bought anything. I'm actually down to my last roll of ATG, so I will have to go and brave the Michaels and get through the craft aisles without buying anything in the near future. And my only close to slip up was on, and this is kind of funny, on the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, or actually it was Cyber Monday. I woke up at 1:30 in the morning and I went on the Hip Kit webpage because they always do that great sale, and I had my cart full of lovely, lovely, lovely kits and embellishments, and then I hit delete and I closed out and I went back to bed. So I did really good. I didn't buy anything through Black Friday, even though I really, 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 really wanted to buy some stuff. I behaved. So this is what I've made so far this week. A couple of these were made at the end of November to be rolled out for December 1st, but I'm going to go ahead and share them with this week's video. And these have all been for the 12 days of Christmas. And again, because of the family issues going on, I wasn't able to make a layout that's going to be released tomorrow with the group and the hop, but I might still try and do one tomorrow and put it up. I'll just link to everybody who's doing the hop that day. It's just mine won't be in the circle, so which is fine. But I'm having fun doing the 12 days, so I just kind of want to keep it going if I can. And we're trying to get the house decorated, dealing with my dad, and tonight we're on our way to go to the local Christmas parade with the grandkids. So yeah, so kind of life things are kind of intermixing, and I can't be all about scrapbooking. Go figure. Anyway, to go over the layouts that I've made this week, this one would have come up today on my 12 days. So this is just a picture of my dog Joe, and I'm sorry for the very long video that y'all had to endure for this one. But this is again a Pinterest inspired layout, and I'm just using like some stuff that I had. I want to say this came from last year's Hip Kit Club. What do they call that? The Monday internet, or the Internet Monday things, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The big sale. Anyways, I think I got this during that. These are old embellishments. This I know came from that Hip Kit that I got on the sale last Christmas. This has been in my stash. I think these came from Michael's, just tissue I had. Stampin' Up! Ribbon that I've had in my stash forever and ever, and then just some enamel dots. So that's the first one. This one I put out yesterday, and this is just a picture of my grandkids. And I made a mistake in the video. I don't know why I thought Preston was older than he really is. He's only 4 months there, and then Dylan would have been 2. So yeah, amazing how time flies. But this is my older grandson teaching the little one about trains under the Christmas tree and how to push the buttons. But they would have been, he was born in August, so they would have been 4 and 2 there. And then again, this is just made using scraps. And then like Echo Park stickers or Photo Play stickers that I've had in my stash. This is Heidi Swap paper pad. This is a Hobby Lobby paper pad. And then these were Chamel enamel shapes from her Christmas collection years ago. The next layout I did was, and this was actually the first one, and this was inspired by Christy and Moira and everyone in the Freeze Gang who got together, and we were all chatting about doing the shapes with the squares, like the heart and things like that. And I think Moira even came out with another one today that's really cool looking. I might have to steal that. She's making hers for a card. I might supersize it, so be on the lookout for that. I might heist Moira's idea again. And this is just some Freckled Fawn shapes. I think these are pink paisley, I believe, that the wood veneers that I've had forever. These, I think, are Heidi Swap or pink paisley. One of it, I mean, it might be confusing them, but Heidi Swap, pink paisley too. And then the twine I've had in my stash. It's the, you know, the furry, the thread that we've had forever and ever in your stash. I used to use it for like making cards. And I have a whole drawer full of ribbon and threads and things like that that I haven't used. And I really need to break them out and get them on layouts again. So I've been trying to bring a few things out that I haven't used. And then this one was the second one I made, and this was also Pinterest inspired. And I've seen multiple layouts where they make the tall trees and then they just, it's just a cool look. And I think with this, again, I think this is Echo Park paper that I have, and this might be Photoplay. I just think that with the buffalo plaid, it's just a cool look. And then I cut out the packages, and I think, again, this is either Photoplay or Echo Park paper that I used and just fussy cut out. These were bows that I've had. I forget who made these. And then I actually got some of, sorry, the phone rang. Figures when I go to sit down. Anyways, was able to get some brads on the layout, and I think this one turned out really cute. And this is, oh, sorry, this is my Christmas tree. Last night I wasn't able to make a video because we were putting all the lights on, which my husband thinks I'm insane. We probably have about 1,100 lights. We wrap each branch, and his co-workers thought he was crazy that we don't wrap it like normal people, but I like the look, and so the crazy wife in me comes out. This one, again, was Pinterest inspired, and I loved how it turned out. It was just a very easy layout, and it's amazing. The simple ones are sometimes the coolest. But I just used my circle cutter and cut all kinds of scraps and 6x6 papers and made a wreath out of it. And then again, I used the 12x12 sticker sheet, which I believe is either Photoplay or Echo Park paper sticker pads, and just used that to embellish. Used another of the bows, and used paper, cut my own tag, put some twine on it, and that's it. It's a very simple, oh, I got tissue paper on here. Very easy, simple layout, but it turned out really cool. A lot of people liked it. I hope that a lot of people go ahead and make it. Again, great way to bash the scraps and the 6x6 paper pads. And somebody else I had seen that commented, we're going to use scallops. You could do stars. Just so many different opportunities that it's going to be a cool thing. Can't wait to see everyone's layouts. And then the last one I made was also Pinterest inspired. And I cut out a photo mat with my Cricut machine, and then I used some of the Illustrated Faith embellishments and paper, and just did a really cool black, red, and gray layout, and used some embellishments from pink paisley, or no, this is not pink paisley, drawing a blank. I'll think of it tonight about 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, just another fun layout. So that's all I've made this week. Really like it. Again, the plan for this week because I have to get my house decorated and I'm dealing with my dad being sick. So my plan is to hopefully tomorrow make tomorrow's layout and post it tomorrow if I don't have time to do it tonight after the parade. More than likely it'll be tomorrow morning. I'll link everybody else that's in the hop. I just won't have mine linked to theirs. And then I've got to get another one out for Sundays. Again, I don't know if I'm going to make the deadline or not to have mine connected with the others in the hop, but I will link whoever's participating in my description. I'm not as worried about me being linked to them as I am to getting theirs linked. So they get, you guys can follow along and get inspiration from the others. And then hopefully get a couple more into the hop. My intention is to do all 12 days. They might not all be on time, but before the end of December, I will have 12 days of Christmas layouts up for you guys. And I have a couple kind of cool ideas. The one is to use what Sarah Scraps uses. I went on Pinterest and I saw some really cool quilts. And so I have one that I want to make with quilt paper. And then I have another one that, let me see if I can find it. I have some paper. It's probably in my stash here. And I probably told this story in the layout about my grandkids in the train. Let me see if I can find it. I have a layout that I'm primarily going to be just using the paper as the background and not much else. Okay, here it is. So you're probably going to see this coming up in the next day or two. And I might even do this one tonight since it's going to be very simplistic. Our family for Christmas, we do, instead of a instead of a present exchange, we do an ornament exchange. We all sit in a huge circle. My dad reads "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and whenever he says the word "the," you hand the ornament one direction. When he says the word "and," you pass the ornament to the other direction. When he's all through telling the story of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," whatever ornament you have in your hands at the end of the night or the end of the story is the ornament you keep. Well, needless to say, no one can tell their left from their right. He goes fast or slow or whatever. My sister always ends up with like 3 or 4 ornaments in her lap. Everyone's laughing. It's hilarious. And so when this paper came out with Echo Park, I loved it because it's "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." So I have a picture of my dad reading the story in one of our ornament exchanges. So I don't want to cover up too much of this background. So I'm just probably going to put the small picture of my dad in here. And I might even do it here over, somehow cut it down even small and cover up like the little girl sleeping. I don't want anything else on there because I will then do like hidden journaling in a pocket or something, because the important thing is showing a picture of him and then the story. So be on the lookout for that. And then the other item, and I don't know if it's going to happen this week or not, but I got really inspired by Janet with RTS and how she scrapbooks or stores her embellishments. She has these drawers that are with color, and she has multiple things within. So let me grab one of my drawers real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So bear with me. So this is one of my scrap drawers. And I have one of the carts that has all the drawers. And then I put labels on the top of them. Hopefully you could see that with the color of what's in the drawer. And I have all my scraps color coded in these drawers. They're overflowing. And I have everything in here, including cardstock. And I mean, and things have been cut into. And this is, now I'm talking, I've been scrapbooking for 20 years. This is 20 years worth of scraps. I've never purged, never gotten rid of anything because I have a Cricut. And the way I look at it is I can take this piece of paper, which is still a good piece of paper, put it on my Cricut, and I can cut out a title. I can do whatever. But I haven't been lately. So what I'm thinking, and I have little, even like little ones like this, which again, I think I can use that for a card. But what I think I'm going to do in my next ongoing project within this year stash dive is I want to start going through and finding like this. I could purge this. I don't need to keep this little strip of paper, and try and purge out as much of the things that in reality I won't use, and try and reduce the amount that's in this container. Because again, I don't think I would use, I don't need to have the photo strip that has the hole in the middle. I can get rid of that. So if I can get this reduced down to where it's not heaping, what I want to do is take and put my die cuts, which I keep color coded, in my drawer. And let me see if I can get them out. I keep them in the iris boxes. So here is my yellow-orange box. I would love to be able to get it to where it's low enough that I can stick the yellow-orange dies in with the yellow-orange paper. Possibly even put a box of yellow-orange washi tape or the yellow-orange, you know, enamel dots, whatever, but try and coordinate it to where it's color-coded, to where I can go and say I want to make orange and be able to pull this scrap drawer out and have orange embellishments in here. And by pulling these out, I free up a drawer in my desk. That's the plan. And it means I'm going to have to let go of some of my scrappy goodies because I really don't need to keep every tiny little bit that's in this drawer. So I think like things like this are going to end up being recycled. I may go and also take my Cricut. I have the Tim Holtz die cut of tags, and I may go in and for some of this cut dies. I think I'll probably hang on to most of the pattern paper unless there's really no saving it. But yeah, some of the cardstock stuff, I don't think I need to keep it unless it's a big enough piece that really makes a difference. So again, things like this little one, I don't need to keep that anymore. And I think that's going to free up enough space that I can get these in. Don't know if it will happen this week. Again, with Christmas coming up, we've got a house to decorate. We've got some things to do. My husband has a doctor's appointment. My dad being in the hospital right now. And I don't know how much this is going to get done, but this is kind of my, if I've got time and want to play, but I don't necessarily want to make a layout, I'll be tackling this. So that's it for my update. Please leave a comment down below. How do you store your paper? You know, are you a purger or are you a saver like I am? And I know it looks funny to some, but I really have found like little bits that all of a sudden I'm like, I need a certain shade, and all of a sudden I go in here and I have it. But yeah, it's time to maybe clear a little bit out so it's not overflowing. I gotta get it down to manageable. So anyways, you all have a great day. Hopefully you will see another 12 Days of Christmas tomorrow, if I can get one out before I go to bed tonight. So have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye.